Let's go back one more time to John Moore, our special guest, and a face in the crowd. John.
Thank you, Phil. Well, I sort of seem to have drifted off the film and TV set into the field of variety. Now, the club circuit, of course, has built up a wealth of anecdotes. Some of them apocryphal and the majority are perfectly true. Now, every club comedian swears that this little episode has happened to him. I want you to picture the scene. We're in a northern working men's club and the comic's waiting to be introduced. The entertainment secretary takes the microphone. "Right, folks," he says, "double number 5 over there." Now there's an empty chair. For the past 25 years, old Fred sat there. Well, it's passed on, and it weren't easy for him. He was in pain and suffering for years, but he tried not to show it. Aye, it were a blessed release. Now his widow, poor old Doris, she's not all that good either, and he left her without a penny. Now I'm going to pass the hat around for her, and I don't want to hear that stuff that chinks. Nothing less than a 10-bob note will do. Well, by now there's not a dry eye in the house. The compere turns round to the waiting comedian. "Right, here's tonight's turn. Come on, lad, make 'em laugh." I remember one night I died the death. I was walking off the stage to the sound of my own footsteps. The concert secretary was waiting for me, and he said, "They like you tonight, lad." He said, "What?" I said, "Halfway through my act, they were still booing the last turn." Well, he replied, "They let you live, didn't they?" Now, I used to do a sort of country and western act. Roger Miller, a bit of Johnny Cash, middle-of-the-road type of stuff, accompanying myself with, well, 3 chords on the guitar. So how did a Jewish lad from South London end up as a half-baked Hank Williams? Well, I started off with an act that was mainly ballad singing with just a little bit of rock and roll thrown in with the guitar. Just using the same 3-chord trick in C out of Burt Wheaton's Playing a Day. I still do, actually. Well, it works. Now, it was the Barnsley Liberal and Radical Club one wet Tuesday night. I'd finished my act, and the concert secretary was waiting for me. He's laboriously counting out my 6 quid, 1 half-crowns and 2 bobs. Well, 6 quid was the going rate of the day. And he made the usual comments. 6 bloody quid. We had that Morecambe and Wise here for a fiver, the pair of them. "Oh, well, lad, there's half-decent singist, but nice voice, nothing special." That really made me feel good. He went on, "But when they picks up that banjo and sings them cowboy songs, there's a bit different." Well, I thought about it and became a guitar vocalist, still with only 3 chords. I even built up a bit of a reputation on the club and pub circuit as the poor man's Roger Whittaker. OK, in the words of Bug Bunny, that's all, folks. Have a great Christmas. Over to you, Phil.
OK, I think I'm going to have to get my guitar and have a little jamming session with you at some stage, John.
Sounds good.
Have a good Christmas. We'll see you after in the new year.
Thank you.